Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and welcome to Mahtomedi, Minnesota. Tonight, we're on SCC television, and I'm Carl Warner. Tonight, the spirit of FOCO is alive and well here with the Zephyr family, as tonight we are making up what should have been the homecoming game 2 weeks ago. Unfortunately, a massive crime scene investigation down the street posed enough of a public safety threat that the Mahtomedi School District had to cancel the game entirely. The Zephyrs were awarded a forfeit victory, and now they come into tonight 5-0 as they face the Tartan Titans. Let's talk about the players to watch tonight. First, for the Tartan Titans, let's talk about their quarterback, the junior Isaac Ooh. He only stands 6 feet tall and 140 pounds. A very small quarterback, but don't be fooled. His elusiveness, due to his lack of size, can be very explosive in the run game, making him a multi-threat on the offense for Tartan. And on the Mahtomedi side of things, we have their running back, number 11, Jacob Rubish. He has 8 rushing touchdowns on the season thus far. He has been their bell cow. We are very excited to bring you this football game tonight right here on SCC TV. I'm Carl Warner. Let's have some fun.
Love is a lesson that doesn't end. It knows no conditions, so you better buckle in. Love keeps you on your toes. It never stops, only grows. Love isn't easy, it's a commitment, especially when they're being their most resistant. Love is finding the right seat so you can take a breath. But remember, love isn't lax, it always double checks. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
I'm a different kind of threat. I can't be scared away or negotiated with. You can't call the cops on me.
Do you still want to hang out after?
I don't want your money or your TV. I don't even have to break in. I'm invited.
We welcome. Just had kickoff. Welcome back to Mahtomedi. We've just had kickoff here at Zephyr Stadium between the Tartan Titans coming onto the field now for their first offensive drive of the game.
Free kick out of bounds on the kicking team. Ball will be at 35-yard line, 1st and 10.
So, not a great way to start the game for Mahtomedi, but we will get our first look at Isaac Ooh, the junior quarterback now on offense, 1st and 10 for the Tartan Titans. There goes the handoff. He's breaking free. Couldn't break the second tackle. Kelly Brown, the running back on that play. Here's the look at the first down handoff.
That brings up 2nd and 2.
We will have 2nd and 2 now. Handoff again goes to Brown, picking up chunk yardage down to the 40-yard line. So a good running start on offense for the Tartan Titans, led by their head coach, Matt Dedeker.
And that's a first down for the Titans on the 41-yard line.
Isaac Ooh has 1st and 10 with 11 minutes to go in the first quarter here from Mahtomedi. Again, 3rd straight handoff to Brown. Running right up the gut through this Mahtomedi defense.
With the tackle.
Mahtomedi, this is their, as we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, their FOCO game, their fake homecoming.
2nd down with 2
After
to go.
extreme circumstances, forced their original homecoming 2 weeks ago to be forfeited. Again, we have another 2nd and 2 here for the Tartan Titans. And this time a pitch on the near sideline. Broke the first tackle and down. Jadrian Chan, the running back there. Chan, 5'7", 130.
Down for Tartan on the Zephyrs 15.
And the Mahtomedi Zephyrs have been like a leaky cauldron here on their first defensive stand. But no points have been scored yet for Tartan on 1st and 10. Ooh, hands it off again to Chan.
Chan with the ball. Samuel White with the tackle.
Running off the field
And
is
Cam
Chan.
Hicks also
Now
on that
Clay
tackle.
Backery is on the field.
2nd and 10 for the
Looks like he
Titans.
will line up behind Isaac Ooh. On the door of the red zone. Ooh finally keeps, looking for a man downfield, floating. Is he in? No, it's an incomplete pass. There's a look at tonight's starting offense for the
Pass
Tartan
intended
Titans.
for Anderson, incomplete. 3rd and 10 for the Titans.
And Joseph Varner unable to come up with that catch.
That pass was intended for number 9 of Varner.
We are live tonight on SCC Sports, bringing you tonight's football game with Week 6 action between the Tartan Titans and the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. Live here at Mahtomedi High School. 3rd and 10. Isaac Ooh rolling out to the right, flag down. Ball is not caught. We will see what this laundry's all about.
Incomplete pass. There was a flag on the play.
Our head official tonight, Jeff Strack.
Holding, 66 White, penalty decline, 4th down.
So yes, it will be 4th down as Mahtomedi is finally able to get a stop here. And it looks like they are going to line up for a field goal. Their kicker, Damian Smith, is out there, number 27. And it looks like Isaac Ooh will be the holder.
Kicking for the field goal.
Damian Smith, the junior kicker. And it was nearly blocked, but it's good. It'll be 3-0 Tartan.
Smith is good, putting the Tartan Titans up 3-0.
So what looked to be a hard-hitting first offensive drive for the Titans turns out only to be 3 points. With 8:43 to go here in the first quarter. If you're just joining us, hello everyone, I'm Carl Warner. There's a look at Dave Metzel, the head coach of the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. He's in his 18th season as head coach of the Zephyrs, an overall record of 131-65. Now, I'm no math expert, but he's won double the amount of games that he's lost. Both of these teams, a competitive rivalry that pits them together on a regular basis.
Sweeters, Torgrud, and Cruz back to
Mahtomedi won 6 straight games against Tartan between 2019 and 2023, playoffs and regular season combined. But last year, Tartan ended up breaking that 6-game losing streak with a victory of 28-24. Now Damian Smith will get ready to kick off to the Zephyrs. Multiple receivers down the field as we get taken in the end zone, and a touchback is called. Out comes the Zephyr offense.
Touchback, Luke Torgrud with the catch.
So here is the senior quarterback, Mark Graff.
20-yard line.
1 passing touchdown so far this year. Mahtomedi is a primary running team, but their senior quarterback has been known to heave it down the field. Mahtomedi rocking their Michigan-style blue and yellow tonight. Graff on first down. There's the handoff. This one to Gavin Cruz. That was his 24th rushing attempt of the year. He is the second leading rusher for the Mahtomedi offense. Number 11 right there on the left side of your screen is their leading rusher, Jacob Rubish. They break the huddle on 2nd and 6, just a little over 8 minutes to play in the first quarter here at Mahtomedi. There's the handoff, this time to Rubish. He pushes forward, and I believe they're going to award him the first down, yes. Great run there from Jacob Rubish as we introduce the starting offense of Mahtomedi to you folks at home. Thank you for watching on SCC YouTube. First and 10 for the Zephyrs here on FOCO night. Here's the pitch to Rubish, and he lunges forward to the 39-yard line.
Nine-yard carry. The Zephyrs at
Mahtomedi enters this game, the number 6th ranked team in the Class 5A. STA is defending their number 1 ranking against Hastings right now. On 2nd and 1. The ball ends up in the hands of Cruz, and the Zephyrs will move the sticks again.
Gavin Cruz with the carry. And that's another Mahtomedi first down.
And the starting defense for Tartan going across the screen. First and 10 for the Zephyrs after 2 consecutive first downs. Cruz and Rubish in the backfield. Pitch to Rubish, and he's almost to the 50.
Rubish with the carry.
They have been riding their senior running back. He's averaging 112 rushing yards a game.
8-yard carry, 2nd
He had
and 2 for the Zephyrs.
451 rushing yards going into tonight's game. And he's well on his way to 80 rushing attempts here in the first quarter on the season. Over halfway through the first quarter, as we are in the first drive of the game for Mahtomedi. Chunk run here by Rubish, all the way down to the 40
Rubish with the
of
carry.
the Titans.
And that's another Mahtomedi first down. Zephyrs first and 10 at the Titans 40.
It will be first and 10 at the Titans 40 here in the first quarter. Home record and away record for each respective team, spotless. Although you have to put an asterisk in there for the forfeit home victory for Mahtomedi. They're hoping to make sure that nobody puts an asterisk next to their name after tonight. Rubish breaks through down to the 30. And you see there, Mahtomedi scoring 32 points a game. For legal reasons, this is a joke, but I would recommend taking the over in this one.
Second down and 1 yard to go for the Zephyrs at Tartan's 31-yard line.
The Zephyrs getting the play call from the sideline. And they run up to the line of scrimmage with a very short first down to get here. It's 2nd and 1. Thunick goes in motion. The ball's on the ground, and it's picked up by Tartan. Oh no, what a lapse from the Zephyrs. A fumble is going to end this drive.
Draft on the carry. Fumble. Number 12 from Tartan, Gordon.
What a miscue on offense after what seemed to be a very promising first drive. That silences the Mahtomedi student section. And the Tartan students, who have finally shown up to the game in a blackout tonight as their student section theme. They watch their quarterback, Isaac Gu, on first down. Ooh, there's the handoff. Breaking the first couple of tackles and going down was Brown.
Brown with the carry. And Tunic with the tackle.
The head coach of the Titans, Matt Dedeker, in his 9th season with an overall record of 43 and 42. That's just about as close as it gets. It almost reminds me of the Golden Gopher Wisconsin Badgers win-loss record against each other. 2nd and 7 for Isaac Gu and the Tartan Titans offense. Zephyr showing blitz. Will they bring it? Yes, they will. That ball is out to the right. Chan's got it. The first down and all.
Chan with the carry. And number 3, Tunic on the tackle.
Other significant action tonight. We got Bloomington Jefferson at St. Louis Park, mentioned earlier. Hastings at St. Thomas Academy tonight. Mankato West at Two Rivers. And tomorrow we will have Creighton Durham Hall against Bloomington Kennedy in Bloomington. That is, if anyone's able to get there through the MnDOT traffic on 494. First down for the Tartan Titans. Ooh, does not keep it. He hands it off, and the run only gains a couple. That time with Brown.
Brown with the carry, and Zephyrs with the tackle.
We mentioned at the top of the show, the quarterback for Tartan is only 6 feet tall. I say only, that's not the important part. He's only 140 pounds. A smaller guy, but that makes him a lot more elusive and dangerous in the running game as a threat that the Zephyrs are going to have to look out for all night. 2 receivers out wide. Ooh under center. 2nd and 7. Handoff goes to Chan, and they'll need a few more to pick up the first down.
Chan with the carry, and Chase Helene of the Zephyrs with the tackle. That brings up 3rd and 3 for the Titans.
Student section starting to get loud now for this 3rd and 3 in their own territory. Ooh under center with the 2 backs behind him. And you can feel the bleachers shaking. Ooh keeps the ball nearly through a Van Ginkel interception, and this is gonna back the Titans up. That ball was caught by Joseph Varner, but it looks like the punting unit's going to have to come out for the Titans.
Tackled by Hazy and several other Zephyrs. Let's hear it for the Zephyrs in that stop.
Hazy making that tackle, forcing this punt. It will again be Damian Smith there in the backfield. Smith able to get it off. It is wonky in the air, but it's able to be caught by Luke Torgrud.
For 35.
Mahtomedi coming into this game 5-0. They do have the forfeit victory in there, but started the season off with a home win 21-19 against Mankato West. Then they had another home win against St. Paul Highland Park 47-7. A road win at St. Louis Park, and then another road win at Bloomington Jefferson. Next week, the Zephyrs will be off to St. Thomas Academy. Or excuse me, they will be at St. Thomas next week against Cretin-Durham Hall, and then they'll wrap up the season at St. Thomas Academy. Graff on first down, hands the ball off. And is it on the ground again? Tartan is saying they're having it. They're a little bit less confident this time. No signal yet. No, they're going to keep it with Mahtomedi. So ball security is appearing to be an issue so far in this game.
Recovered by number 66, Howard. Zephyr.
Recovered by Mahtomedi, so
maintain possession of the
nothing to be
ball.
afraid of, at
Second
least
down
for
and
now.
6 to
Remember,
go.
on their first drive of the game, Mahtomedi fumbled. And that is the end of the first quarter. Wow. A very quick first quarter will end 3-0 in favor of the Tartan Titans. We'll be right back on SCC TV.
When we have the food we need, we are at our best. We push further. We rise higher. We unlock our full potential. When we are at our best, we have more to offer the world around us. When we have the food we need, we make our communities stronger. Together, we can help everyone get the food they need to thrive. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Welcome back to Mahtomedi. On second down, completing the pass, and the Zephyrs might have some room here. Gavin Beifel, a massive first down here on the first play of the second quarter.
First down.
3-0 Titans as we enter the second period here tonight. That first quarter, man, that just flew by. Here's the replay on Graff's play action throw. It was caught by Gavin Beifel, the junior wide receiver. 1st and 10 now for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs as they have now officially entered Titans territory. There's the pitch to Rubish, and he is going to pick up another first down. Running down to the track area here at Mahtomedi Stadium. I was talking to the Mahtomedi students before the game as we take another look here at this run by Rubish. And the students were telling me their predictions for the game tonight. Almost all of them were predicting blowouts in favor of the Zephyrs. But so far, Mahtomedi unable to put up a point. Let's see if that changes on this drive. Graff under center. First down. Unable to continue the run much more after about 3 to 4 yards.
Gavin Cruz with the
It
carry.
is refreshing to see a down the field pass in Minnesota high school football. It seems like every team this season has moved towards a Service Academy style of running. Lakeville South, Farmington, so many of these big schools have just been figuring it out on the ground. But now we will have 2nd and 6, a little under 11 minutes to go, and looks like we're going to have a timeout here. Timeout is called by Mahtomedi.
Timeout, Zephyrs.
The first charge timeout of the game in what has been a low-scoring affair thus far. We will take a look at the conference standings here. In the Northstar East Gold, Mahtomedi tied for first place with Cretin-Durham Hall, 3-0 conference record. Tartan 1-2 coming into tonight. Bloomington Kennedy down in the basement of Northstar East Gold for at least now. A lot of things will change in those standings after tonight. Cretin-Durham Hall does not play until tomorrow. Play at Bloomington Kennedy tomorrow at noon. And I wonder, we talk about other games that have been forced to play during the day. You wonder if Apple Valley, if those osprey birds have left the nest yet. Apple Valley unable to have any home games at night at their stadium thus far because of the protected birds that grew a nest in one of their light towers. 2nd and 6. Handoff goes to Rubish. He trucks through a Tartan defender.
Rubish with the carry.
Oh
And
my
that's another
goodness.
Mahtomedi.
What a truck that was. Here's the first down. Ready to lay the smackdown. Boom. Excuse me.
The Zephyrs now 1st and goal at the 9.
Yeah, Joseph Varner, a defensive back, sent for a ride there. It'll be 1st and goal for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. Handoff Rubish. He's sneaking through into the end zone. Touchdown, Zephyrs. His 9th rushing touchdown of the season. The students going crazy. They're loving it. Their team has finally taken the lead.
Number 83, Berger.
Another look at this replay here. Slicing and dicing and into the end zone. On to kick this extra point, Harlow Berger, senior kicker. And it's blocked. The play is blown dead, and Mahtomedi will lead 6-3 rather than 7-3. So here's another look at the blocked extra point for Harlow Berger. Nice play on special teams there. Number 6, Malik Hassan, the senior linebacker for Tartan. So this game is now separated by 3 points. As we get ready for this kickoff here.
To kick off for the Zephyrs.
Gavin Byfolk will get us going as finally the Titans run out onto the field. Mahtomedi has their first lead of the game.
Varner and Wilson back for the Titans.
Hope everyone's having a wonderful Friday out there in the great state of Minnesota and beyond. And this is a successful onside kick. Oh my goodness! There is no way. That was spectacular. Was that on purpose? Gavin Byfolk just kicked that into one of the upmen for Tartan, and it kicked right back to Mahtomedi. Let's look at this. Oh no! What a special teams play for Mahtomedi. I cannot believe that. Save that one for SportsCenter. That is if 1st and 10, under 10 minutes to go. Mahtomedi's got a fresh set of downs. Down the field, it is not caught, and no penalty either. It looked like there may have been some potential there.
Pass intended for
James Thunink, seemed to push the Tartan defensive back.
2nd and 10 at their own 48.
As Graf wanted him on 1st down. I'm still not over that onside kick. I'm going to be looking at that one after this one's over on the YouTube replay on SEC YouTube. 2nd and 10 in Titan territory. Graf pitches this one. Running down the field is Rubish. He crashes into the sideline but stays on his feet.
With the carry, pushed out of bounds by Brown.
And now the Zephyrs seem like they're taking over. Look at this amazing run here from Jacob Rubish. Pushed out of bounds finally there, but not before he picked up the 1st down. 17 seconds on the play clock for Mark Graf and the Zephyr offense. Another pitch back to Rubish. And another 1st down. Or did he? He got to about the
Rubish with the carry.
He got to the 27, so 1 yard short of a 1st. Mahtomedi coming into this game, averaging 183 rushing yards per game under head coach Dave Metzel. Students loving what they're seeing. 2nd and 1 from the Titan 27. A lot of time to go here in the 2nd quarter. Graf. That one went to Gavin Cruz.
With the carry, and that's another Mahtomedi 1st down.
Mahtomedi stacking these 1st downs like Lincoln logs.
Tartan's Rutherford.
One after another here as they get closer and closer to the end zone. Mark Graf and this Mahtomedi offense looking like a well-oiled machine. 1st and 10, Rubish. Picked up a couple.
Rubish with the carry.
A win tonight would keep Mahtomedi going on their quest to get a high seed in the section tournaments coming up later this month.
For the Zephyrs.
Last year in the playoffs, Mahtomedi won 1 playoff game and then took a 2nd round 7-40 loss up at St. Thomas against Cretin-Durham Hall. 2nd and 7. Graf goes with Rubish. Not enough for a 1st. Mahtomedi's playoff victory last year, a 28-24 home 1st round victory against St. Paul Central. Tartan won 2 home playoff games last year against St. Paul Harding Humboldt and St. Paul Highland Park, but ended up losing in the Section 4 5A final at St. Thomas to Cretin-Durham Hall 14-28. A similar fate that was suffered a week earlier by Mahtomedi. We will take a injury timeout here and regroup. Looks like the injured player on the field belongs to the Titans. That is number 56, Rocco Verdeja. 280-pound defensive lineman, but looks like he's back up on his feet. And good to go. That's a big dude. And it looks like Jalen Gorgon was also getting some assistance there on the ground, stretching out. It is still very hot here in Minnesota in early October. I've got 78 degrees on my watch, and the sun is fully set, so it was a lot hotter earlier. Under the lights, got to be at least a couple degrees warmer down there on the turf. These hot temperatures can cause cramping. 3rd and 2, clock runs, 8:05 to go in the second quarter here at Mahtomedi High School. 3rd and 2. Handoff, and Cruz stopped just before he got to the end zone.
Cruz with the carry.
Mahtomedi is going to have 1st and goal from the 1.
First down. Zephyrs 1st and goal at the 1 yard line.
And if I'm Dave Metzel right now, I've got one number to call, and that's number 11. Jacob Rubish is lined up behind Graff. But they quarterback sneak it in, and it's a touchdown. A drive that started on an onside kick ends up in a Zephyr touchdown. Here's another look at that 1 yard tush push, basically. Well, I didn't see any pushing. Let's just call that a quarterback sneak. So after they went down, we will have a 2-point conversion attempt here. Mark Graff has 2 running backs behind him. He keeps it, wants to pass, under pressure, floats to the end zone, and it's batted down. 12-3 is the score, and that is as unique as it gets. This is not a field goal kicking competition. We've just had a missed extra point and a missed 2-point conversion. Just look at this replay. As Graff just ran out of time. So a drive that started on a onside kick for the ages ends in another touchdown. And after Tartan started this game with a field goal, Mahtomedi has scored 12 straight points. Now Tartan trying to get the juice going again on offense. We've got a good crowd out here tonight in Mahtomedi. Here for FOCO night.
Chan, Varner, and Wilson back deep for the Titans. Bifel kicking for the Zephyrs.
Multiple return men back there as Jacob Rubish is going to kick us off. Here we go. That time no onside kick. Taken up the field and tackled down. The ball's on the ground. Tartan able to get back on it. Joseph Varner started to carry the ball up the field, dropped it, and lucky a teammate was able to pick it up. Now Varner, when he was first contacted here, unable to secure it, but then he was lucky that his teammate Kevin Wilson, the sophomore, was right there to save the day and not put Mahtomedi right back in the door of the red zone. 1st and 10 on the 3rd offensive drive of the game for the Tartan Titans. Isaac Ooh hands the ball off to Brown. And ball security for both teams.
And a fumble.
an issue so far tonight. The clock is now at 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. Brown here on this replay. And just another pop out of these balls. I feel like all halftime, both coaches are going to pull out those Kevin O'Connell pogo sticks and try to poke it away. Second and 4. Here on SCC TV. It's Brown once again. The first down is not his, and he's running out of time. No, he's got some more blockers. And after he ran about 20 yards total as the crow flies, he will pick up a hard-earned first down. I mean, just look at this run. Look at how far he travels horizontally just to pick up the first down.
32.
Isaacu reading off the play. The junior quarterback rarely throwing the ball tonight. First and 10 for the Titans. Ooh, wearing those lime green cleats. And we have a pre-snap infraction. It is going to be a false start against the Titans. Or is that going to be delay of game?
Delay of game penalty on the Titans.
It looked like our back judge signaled false start, but I think that falls under the umbrella.
They're now first and 15 on their own 28.
So they back themselves up, and we will have first and 15 here with under 6 minutes to play in the second quarter. Down by 9. The Titans could really use a score on this drive. Delayed handoff, rips the ball, and hit sticked at the 35. Kevin Wilson caught it, but he paid the price. Here's the delayed handoff. Zip and boom. James Thunick came in there like a freight train.
Second and 7 at the 36.
Second and 7 for the Tartan Titans. Ooh, keeps it himself. And he's going nowhere.
Carried by the quarterback, Ooh. Tackled by Zephyrs.
And it looks like he did lose a yard on the play.
That's a loss of 1. Titans now third down.
Dave Metzel's got to love what he's seeing from his defense right now. Got to get one more stop, though, here on 3rd and 8. This has been a very fast first half here in Mahtomedi. Empty backfield for Isaacu. He will look to pass. Down the field, it's a beauty. It's caught at the 47 by Jadrian Chan.
Zephyrs with the tackle.
Zephyrs had the tackle. We do have a flag on the play. Tartan's not moving there. This is going to be a face mask. And the fans don't like it, but it is what it is. Here's a replay of Ooh's pass, well caught there by both Chan and our SCC camera crew.
First and 10 now at the Zephyrs 25.
And that's going to be a play of well over 30 yards. First and 10 from the Zephyr 30. Isaacu and the Tartan Titans in the driver's seat. Sending Varner in motion. Handoff to Brown. He will keep fighting, taken down by the shoulder pads for no gain.
Brown with the carry. Zephyrs with the tackle.
We got fans everywhere tonight. In the north end zone, the south end zone, and both sides of the field. 3:30 to go in the first half. in Tartan's third road game of the season. Trying to pick up their third road win. Their only loss was at home to Bloomington Jefferson on September 20th. 2nd and 10. There's the pitch to Brown, looking for a block. Doesn't get what he wanted, and he's taken out of bounds. The clock will keep running.
Brown with the carry, Torgrud with the tackle.
So after that massive 30-yard pickup, Tartan has been
The Titans now 3rd and 12.
just about stopped here. It'll be 3rd and 12 upcoming, as a nice defensive play was made by Luke Torgrud. Let's see if Tartan goes empty again here. Big moment here in the first half. Looks like Brown will have the backfield, but we'll have a timeout called from Mahtomedi. That's their second timeout. Or excuse me, Tartan called that timeout. And that will be their first timeout of the first half. Let's go over the schedule here for the Tartan Titans. 3 wins to start the season and 2 losses. And now next week they will host St. Louis Park, finish the season at Burnsville. And all things considered, Tartan has an opportunity to dig in a couple more wins here. Let's look there at our student section tonight. A lot of excited high schoolers ready to watch their FOCO game. And now we return to 3rd and 12 here after that timeout by Tartan. Isaacu has Brown behind him. 12 yards to gain. Ooh, looking for a pass, rolling out to the right. He's bought himself some more time, but can't buy a receiver. Good coverage on the play. Pass intended for Kevin Wilson is incomplete. It will be 4th down, and it looks like Damian Smith is coming onto the field. Ooh, using his feet, buying himself some more time. It was right in the hands, just couldn't bring it down.
Titans to kick a field goal.
And this is going to be a 41-yard field goal. Smith puts it up.
He's got it.
And he got it. 41 yards for Damian Smith.
And that field goal is good. The Zephyrs now lead 12-6 with 2 minutes and 4 seconds left in this first half.
2 minutes, 4 seconds to go in the first half. As we take another look at this field goal, I mean, look at that leg. Nearly blocked. And I'm surprised the referees didn't throw a flag there on the Zephyrs. Thought they ran into the kicker there. But Tartan ends up with some more points. That will be the second field goal of the night for the Titans. They had a field goal on their first drive, punted on their second, and got a field goal again on their third drive. For Mahtomedi, their first drive ended in a fumble, and then 2 consecutive touchdown drives. Let's see what the Zephyrs do on drive number 4 as time is dwindling away here in the first half. Damian Smith to kick off. Out of bounds. That is not what you want to see.
First down and 35.
You're seeing how important these kickoff penalties can be. I mean, last Thursday night, in Arizona, we had that epic mistake not getting it into the landing zone on Thursday Night Football, setting up that Sam Darnold game-winning drive. Last night, the Los Angeles Rams kicker was not able to put it in the landing zone. And now here tonight, we've had multiple kickoffs out of bounds here in the first half. 2 minutes and 4 seconds for Mahtomedi to score some points, increase their lead from 6 going into the half. Mark Graff has Cruz and Rubish behind him. First and 10. It's Rubish. And he gets about half.
Rubish on the carry.
But of course now, no 2-minute warning in high school football. You got to manage this clock successfully here. 2 timeouts left for both teams. You've got to imagine that Tartan would like another possession in this half as well, if they're realistically able to get one.
Zephyrs.
Rubish again, and Rubish looks like he's brought down just short. No, they're going to give him the first down. That is a good spot.
That's another Mahtomedi. First down.
Favorable spot for the Zephyrs as they're trying to go fast. There's only 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining here in the first half, and it's ticking away. First and 10. Mark Graff stepping back to pass, floating it up for the sideline, and it's caught! Gavin Byfold. The Zephyrs are moving the ball. They are moving it with passion here. The ball gets spotted, the clock keeps running. 1 minute and 10 seconds to go here in the first half. Pitch to Rubish. He's breaking through, and another first down. 1 minute to play in the game. We will stop the clock momentarily, but it looks like we have an injury timeout. We have a officials timeout here on the field for a injured Titan. That's Joseph Varner. And the trainers, Twin Cities Orthopedics, will take a look at him. There have been 4 section championship games between these 2 teams in the last 10 years. The Zephyrs winning 3 of them as Varner's back to his feet. He's walking to the sideline under his own power. Here's a replay of that pass here that Byfold caught. What a grab. Just reaching up to the sky and bringing it down. So 2 timeouts remaining for both teams. And there goes the clock. 1 minute remaining in the second half. That's Cruz, who is in control up to the 10. And we're going to keep this clock running here. And another injured Titan on the field. 2 in a row.
First down. And now an official's timeout on the field.
And I believe this was
on the 9-yard line with 52 seconds remaining here in this first half.
I believe it was Clay Bakri who was on the field, and he's still there. The linebacker, sophomore linebacker for the Titans. Last 10 matchup between these 2 schools. Mahtomedi's won 8 of them, considering playoffs and regular season. But the boys from Oakdale trying to thwart this offensive drive here at the end of the first half for the Zephyrs. Up the field and into the end zone. Jacob Rubish, his second touchdown of the night.
Jacob Rubish brings it home, and that's a Mahtomedi touchdown.
The great night continues for the senior running back. That's his 10th, count 'em, 10 rushing touchdowns of the season.
Zephyrs up 18-6.
And they're going to go for 2 again.
Now Mahtomedi with a 2-point conversion attempt.
42 seconds remaining in the half. You got to think that Tartan is going to have a good chance of putting up some points themselves before halftime. Well, here is the 2-point conversion attempt for the Zephyrs. And a flag is thrown. We've got delay of game. Jeff Strack will provide the
Delay of game penalty
not
on the
good news
Zephyrs.
for the home fans. And here we go again. 2-point conversion.
2-point attempt.
As Mahtomedi tries to make this a 14-point game. Graff wants to pass. Batted down. 2 unsuccessful 2-point conversions here in the first half of the Zephyrs.
Pass intended first.
And key to note, they haven't tried to run on either of them. Basically ran the same play. So, with that said, that scoring drive, 6 plays, 65 yards. It only took 1 minute and 22 seconds. That's the key part right there. In little time, that was basically a 2-minute drill. Glorified one. Ran to perfection by the Zephyrs. It's 18-6. Separated by 12 points. Byfolk is on to kick for the Zephyrs, but the Titans have not yet taken the field on special teams. Now they finally do. Titans have scored 29 points per game.
Varner, and Chan back.
They are not even close to the halfway point of that for this game. Interesting kickoff, but it will be taken up the field and finally brought down. And Varner was the Titan who carried that one up. So 35 seconds is all that Isaac Ooh and the Titans offense will have.
Titans 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Two timeouts to play with. 35 seconds in half number 1. On first down. That's a forward pass to Brown. He's got some blockers. He's up to the 35, but there's only 27 seconds to go. Is a timeout going to be called? They're just going to keep moving. A timeout has not been called yet. No, that clock's still running, 22 seconds. Tartan still has 2 timeouts. Not exactly sure why they're wasting time here. And Ooh's pass is complete. Now they will take a timeout.
Pass completed to Wilson.
Only 14 seconds to go. They're trying to set up their kicker, Damian Smith, who, remember, has got that big leg. Ooh, with a rocket here.
Titans 1st and 10.
And a nice catch from Kevin Wilson. Students loving what they're seeing here in the first half. Mahtomedi, no stranger to postseason success. They hope to get some more of that from their football team. Of course, the Zephyrs, a regular attendee of the Minnesota State High School hockey tournament in Class Single A. But they will have one more team to fend off this year as the Hastings Raiders officially moving down to Single A. First time in a long time the Raiders have played at the lower level. 14 seconds, 1st and 10, one timeout for the Tartan Titans trying to get in field goal range before the half. Ooh, lifting down the field and caught. Nice work by Chan, who hauled that one in, and now Tartan is able to take their final timeout of the half.
Georgia of the Zephyrs with the tackle.
And we watch here, getting the ball out on schedule, perfect timing before Chan was just blasted. Good protection. Scratch that, great protection from that Titan offensive line. That's the kind of protection that the NFL Titans quarterback Cam Ward wish he was getting. And I will not repeat what Mr. Ward said last weekend after the Titans' 4th loss of the season. But it's out there. So no timeout, 7 seconds, offense still on the field. You got to imagine that this is going to be a quick pass of some sorts, trying to get some quick more yards, but the last thing that can happen here for Tartan is to stay in bounds. Wait a minute. Is he still in bounds? I think he was able to get out. Joseph Varner caught that pass, and they're saying that he indeed did get out of bounds for Damian Smith here to try to kick this field goal. This is going to be a 46-yarder. He just nailed a 41. Can he do 46? No! It was tipped. The clock expires. That ball is... This is halftime. So your halftime score, as we take a look at this blocked field goal attempt by Mahtomedi, that was blocked by Alex Hasse. So your halftime score here at Zephyr Stadium is Mahtomedi 18, Tartan 6. You're watching SCC football.
The bravest person I know is definitely my dad, 100%.
My friend Sean.
My daughter Cynthia, and she was in the United States Army.
One of the bravest things he ever did wasn't when he first enlisted, it was when he found his first support group.
Our journey has not been easy.
One of the bravest things he did was when he asked to move in with me and my mom.
I felt like I was lost, and you gave me a place to stay.
When he decided he was going to go back to school after 23 years.
It was the better part of my life that I spent in the Marine Corps. Transitioning out, it's a difficult thing.
She went on foreign soil. She went to war. But the bravest thing she did is when she asked for help.
So I really appreciate it.
Did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
you are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Buckle up! Nobody is more prepared for an emergency than Dogman.
With all your kung fu skills and your canine fortitude or whatnot.
But for the rest of us, a good plan goes a long way.
Come on, let's go!
So, whether it's an unexpected disaster or the world's most evilest cat bent on destroying all do-gooders,
Destroy all do-gooders!
you can help your family be ready for anything.
No time to waste. Will you get out of here?
Get started today at ready.gov/kids.
I never realized that I'd be taking care of a 2-year-old and a 9-year-old on my own. Sometimes as dads, I think we're too hard on ourselves. We get down on ourselves on not being able to, we're the providers, but we also have to learn to take care of ourselves. Self-love made me a better dad because I realized my worth. My daughter Isabella recently had a graduation into high school, and I got emotional because I saw pride in her eyes. I saw my daughter have her own self-love, and I saw the hard work of me being that dad 24/7 transferred to my teenage daughter. The word father means a lot to me. When I give my love to my children as a father, I can see it.
There I was, 16, divorced, remarried with a baby, another on the way, and I could barely read or write. Getting my high school diploma was a catalyst I needed. Now I have a bachelor's, a master's, and I became a teacher. When I look at all these success stories, I could not help but think it all started by getting my high school diploma.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
My dad showcased a sense of love that I never had before. It felt like it was something that I've always wanted. I mean, he's not only my parent, he's like my best friend.
Learn about adopting a teen at adoptuskids.org.
You're watching SCC TV here on October 3rd. He asked me what day it was. It was October 3rd, and Mahtomedi leads 18-6 at the half. Let's go over some highlights here from the first half of action. And it was a Zephyr party there in the latter half of the first half. Wonderful plays there from Mahtomedi, and especially from Jacob Rubish. He's got 2 touchdowns tonight. We talked about him before the game for a good reason. And here was this onside kick, boink and boom, setting up another drive for the Zephyrs. And the quarterback sneak that got Graff into the end zone all of this to say, as you look at Varner taking this one up the field, all of this to say, with 8 minutes to go in the halftime timer, it has been a Mahtomedi fake homecoming to remember so far. What a spectacular grab that was from Gavin Bifolk. And another touchdown run from Jacob Rubish, having some amazing blocks right there. And another look at that touchdown run from Rubish. But Isaacu has had his own success tonight. Unable to get it in the end zone thus far, however. Had to settle for 2 field goals. That one was blocked, but Damian Smith was able to make a 41-yarder at one point in the first half. So this is anyone's game, but we're separated by 12 points as we take a look at the 10 previous meetings between Mahtomedi and Tartan. We mentioned earlier that Mahtomedi won 6 games in a row against Tartan until last year. Tartan broke that streak in the regular season with a 4-point victory, but Mahtomedi has taken care of this matchup here in recent times. These teams play each other a lot in the section tournament and in the regular season. We await the second half here at Mahtomedi. Don't go anywhere. You're watching SCC TV.
Mom, did you really need to buy 2 can openers for our emergency kit? I can't help it. They're 2 for 1.
What's this?
We need to keep our family communication plan safe in case of an emergency.
Thanks, Tita.
Oh, man. Well, good thing we kept all the lights we used for the rally.
I've got the battery pack.
Keep my phone powered so we don't miss any alerts.
What about game night?
Sounds good.
Oh, we have to get to Mom and Dad's and get them somewhere safe. I've got the evacuation route loaded on my phone.
I've got an updated list of Dad's meds.
And I've got just what we need to get them to take this seriously.
If that doesn't convince them that we thought this through, I don't know what would.
Start a conversation with your family and plan together for emergencies.
Love is a lesson that doesn't end. It knows no conditions, so you better buckle in. Love keeps you on your toes. It never stops, only grows. Love isn't easy, it's a commitment, especially when they're being their most resistant. Love is finding the right seat so you can take a breath. But remember, love isn't lax, it always double checks. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Danny.
Danny! Laps.
Danny, we need to talk.
Danny! She's overdosing.
When no one else knows what to do, it's gotta be you. Carry naloxone. You could save a life.
I'm a different kind of threat. You can't call the cops on me. I don't even have to break in. I'm invited.
was 16, divorced, remarried with a baby, another on the way, and I could barely read or write. It was time for me to change my life and the lives of my family, so I went back and I got my high school diploma. That was the catalyst I needed. Now I have a bachelor's, a master's, and I became a teacher.
Mom, this is your very first yearbook.
Your commitment to education motivates me, your coworkers, and your students.
You showed me that if you come from nothing, you can still be anything.
You told me I deserve to succeed. It's been 15 years, and I still live by that.
You're the model for success for your kids, grandkids, and your students.
When I look at all these success stories, I cannot help but think it all started by getting my high school diploma.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
It's like we just arrived.
I'm here today because of Tanya's relentless efforts in trying to get me healed. When I came back from the war, I became a homeless veteran. I was barely hanging on by a thread. The one thing that was constant for me was music. Music led me to Tanya. Normally with a veteran, we think we can solve everything. The truth of the matter is we cannot.
I just knew that something was different, something was off. I let him know that he wasn't alone. There are people that loved him.
And says, Michael, I know you've got a plan to take your life today, but if you give me just 5 more minutes to love you.
5 more minutes, 5 more minutes, honey, 5 more minutes to love.
Michael has actually taught me what it looks like to accept help.
Sit up, team. When I look around this room, I see a fighting team of brave antibodies. But the flu is coming in strong, so I won't sugarcoat it. I need each one of you on your A game. The good news is, Anthony, the human body we've been tasked to protect, just got his flu shot, which supplied us with brand new gear to defend against the flu. That's right, we've upgraded our game with this new equipment. They give you a little extra boost. So let's go fight for Anthony, for his mom, his co-workers, that nice lady Patricia that lives down the street with the cute dog. In the face of viral adversity, we make Anthony thrive so he can protect himself and the people he loves most. Are you with me?
Let's work as a team to defend against the flu. Gear up with a flu shot to help protect others and reduce your risk of being sick or hospitalized with the flu. Learn more at getmyflushot.org.
Welcome back to Mahtomedi, where both teams have retaken the field for the start of the third quarter. The Zephyrs up by 12 points as we begin the second half of action here from Zephyr Stadium. 3 touchdowns tonight so far for the Zephyrs. And the Titans have not been in the end zone yet tonight. They've had 2 field goals, a blocked field goal, and a punt. But a fresh slate as we begin the second half as the Zephyrs try to defend their undefeated record. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Friday night here in the Midwest and beyond. As we prepare for a wonderful weekend of football, of course, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, heavy underdogs tomorrow night, but with an opportunity of the lifetime to knock off the defending national champion Buckeyes at Ohio State on the road. We'll have some upcoming broadcasts here. We'll have girls volleyball October 9th, Thursday at 7 p.m. Mahtomedi versus Tartan. Football, Woodbury versus White Bear Lake, live Friday. That is next Friday at 7 p.m. And then we'll also have some coverage of boys or girls section soccer final Tuesday, October 14th, live on SCC TV. Both of these teams looking for a major win tonight. About 50 seconds, 5-0 remaining on the halftime countdown timer.
Here in the second half of the game with an 18-6 lead.
Mahtomedi's schedule, of course, 5 wins up to this point with that forfeit win 2 weeks ago. They will go to Cretan-Durham Hall and St. Thomas Academy the next 2 weeks. And to say the very least, that is a behemoth of the last 3 weeks of a schedule between tonight and the next 2 weeks for Mahtomedi. A major chance to prove themselves and get home field advantage in the section tournament. Big tests coming for the Zephyrs in the next 2 weeks. But they got to finish tonight before they can start thinking about the Raiders next week. Here we go, second half of action, live from Mahtomedi. Returning it up the field, finding some blocks, and breaking through to the 37. Luke Torgrud, a wonderful run. And shaves 8 seconds off the clock. As Torgrud just broke tackle after tackle. A machine. Zephyrs will start this drive on their own 38, pardon me. Tartan only has 9 guys on the field as 2 players run out at the last second. Pitch to Rubish. Nearly picks up the first down, about a yard short. And mismanagement already from this Tartan defense here in the second half. Their coaching staff is sitting right next to me behind one wall here in the press box, and I heard him screaming, 9 guys, 9 guys. They realized with only moments to go before that first snap, they were shorthanded. They got all 11 now. Here for 2nd and 1. Graf, handoff, Cruz. That's the first down.
Mahtomedi's Cruz with the carry, and that's another Mahtomedi. First down.
First down for the Zephyrs, as they are in cruise control. I promise that's the only time I will make that pun tonight. I had 1 token to use, and I just used it. 11 minutes to go. We've shaved 1 minute off the clock here in the second half. Back to pass. And running with it now is Rubish. That is a backwards lateral.
Reception and carry. Wanker with the tackle.
You see the lateral here from Graf.
Mahtomedi
Down in the book says a rushing attempt if either one of these teams decides to publish their statistics anytime soon. Second and 4. As time continues to work down here in the third quarter. Jacob Rubish gets the ball again, powering forward, first down and more. Where that came from. That O-line pushing Rubish down to the 28. Just bullying this Tartan defense.
First down. That brings up 1st and 10.
And a player lost his helmet. That is Rubish right there, and a little annoyed at that, but Rubish is going to have to come out for at least a play. Let's see how Rubish lost his helmet here on this first down run. Did it fall off or was it ripped off? At this point, that might be the only way of stopping him, is ripping off his helmet and legally forcing him off the field. So now it's Will Zephyrs, who's the final tailback, and he will get the ball. Zephyrs able to get a couple of yards. Mahtomedi trying to hold on to their perfect record. Tonight on SCC Sports, we've had an entertaining game. We're separated by 12 points. Mahtomedi looking to separate the scoreboard just a little bit more. 2nd and 8. And Graf kept it himself. He has 4 rushing touchdowns on the year. He is not unfamiliar to running with that football, and he had one man to beat, just couldn't quite get by Weil Rutherford. It'll be 1st and 10 for this dominant Mahtomedi offense. Cruz getting that one across the 15. Tartan tonight just has not proved one bit that they can stop this rushing attack from Mahtomedi. On 2nd and 6, 8 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Graf under center, that's where he has spent most of tonight. Gets the snap, keeps it, he's gonna pass. Caught, and still on his feet, rushing up to the 3. Jacob Sokol. Sokol's first catch of the night. Got to stay ready, even when your number isn't called that often.
That brings up 1st and goal.
Sokol breaking one tackle and getting up to the 5. Well, Mahtomedi is going quickly here. They're set up at the 4. 3. Pitch. And brought down at the 1 was Rubish. All right, time to pull out the binoculars. We saw a quarterback sneak in the 1st half. We have an injured player on the ground now for Tartan. And we've seen a lot of this here tonight. It is Link Omburn on the ground, the sophomore linebacker. And you hope it is just a cramping situation. Of course, these warmer temperatures have been creating more cramping situations. I mean, it's still weather you'd see in Florida here in Minnesota early October. But it won't stick around for long. We are going to be in the mid-60s of highs all next week. See Varner getting some attention there on the sideline as we get ready for this 2nd and 1. Second and goal at the 1-yard line, and the playbook is pretty wide open for Mahtomedi. The quarterback sneak and Rubish, as well as Cruz, both options here. Let's see what they choose to do. Tartan still missing one defensive player. Now he comes in. 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. Handoff to Cruz into the end zone. Touchdown, made it look easy. Gavin Cruz, his 4th touchdown of the year. Mahtomedi expanding their lead.
Mahtomeda's Harlow Berger to attempt
And
the
it
extra point.
looks like they're going to go for. Looks like Berger's out there for a extra point attempt. Missed the first one in the first quarter. Trying to right the wrong. Harlow Berger boots it through.
And the kick is good. Your Zephyrs now lead 25 to 6.
A 25-6 lead for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. They are on a 25-3 scoring run against Tartan right now. And the Zephyrs have completely taken control of this game. That scoring drive, 10 plays, 62 yards. As the Zephyrs, their student section chants, "This one is over." And at this point, I'm trying to stay neutral here, but unless Tartan can get something going on their next drive, I might have to agree with them. On for the kickoff is Gavin Byfolk.
Chan Varner. Back to receive.
Tartan turning this kickoff and slamming the door shut. The Mahtomedi special teams. And we have another injured Titan on the field as these injuries continue to stack up, and this one does not look good. Weil Rutherford is down on the field in some serious pain. Great training staffs on both teams. Make sure our student athletes get as much medical attention as they can. And now it does look like that Weil Rutherford is able to walk off the field under his own power. So this will bring out the Tartan offense, who has been able to spark at points tonight, just haven't been able to get it in the end zone. Isaac Ooh is now tasked with doing that here in the second half. Ooh, handoff to Brown. Brown working around some blocks, and he's going to get all the way up to the 50. A great run from Martin Kelly Brown. And that's exactly what Tartan needs right now. Pushed out of bounds finally there by Owen Egan. At the 50-yard line on first down. Holding on to it was Ooh, looking to pass. He's got a man. Kevin Wilson. You see that delayed fake handoff there. Selling it really well. And believe me, I said Kevin, not Kelvin, like our friend up in White Bear Lake. Second down, and the pitch goes to Chan. Of course, it was discovered earlier this week that a 22-year-old man was posing as a high school student at White Bear Lake and was even on the football team in a game that I called 3 weeks ago against Farmington. 5:40 to go here in the third quarter. Isaac Ooh rolling out to the right. He wants down the field, and it's caught. Wilson. Wilson has the Titans within the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
So now Tartan, a golden opportunity to maybe punch back a little bit here. This is the closest they've been to the end zone tonight. Ooh on first down. Brown looking for some blocks. He won't find them.
Brown with the carry and a host of Zephyrs with the tackle.
A host of Zephyrs with the tackle. Very accurate way of describing that. Swarming to the ball. Tartan desperately needing more than 3 points right now. Going up to the line.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 for the Titans. Here in this section conference rivalry game. Ooh. Passing, end zone, incomplete. Wanted Joseph Varner. And Varner's still down on the field. It's not the first time that Varner has needed some attention here tonight.
Official timeout on the field.
And in no negative way am I saying that. Attention simply referring to medical attention. As we've been saying all night, this heat can really be getting to these players. And now it looks like Tartan is going to have 2 more chances here as we watch the Titans have some meetings on the sideline. This is 4th down territory, in all honesty. They're going to have 2 more chances to punch this one in the end zone. So again, looks like Varner's able to walk to the sideline on his own power. Under 4 minutes to play here in the third quarter. In what has been an entertaining game for the home fans thus far. The home fans who have shown up quite nicely for their Mahtomedi team.
The Titans, 3rd and goal.
3rd and 6 in the red zone for the Titans. They got to go, and they got to go now. Ooh under center. He holds on to it. Aaron Rodgers guitar fake, but he can't connect with Malik Hassan. Oh no, that would have been a touchdown in every other universe. He does the Aaron Rodgers guitar fake to perfection, and then it's just dropped. Oh no, excuse me, by the way, that was Lamont Smith with the drop.
Pass incomplete. That brings up 4th and goal at the 6.
This will be 4th down. And a timeout is called by Tartan. Obviously, this is a huge, huge play. They want to make sure they get the best call possible.
Timeout called by Tartan.
You know, speaking of fourth downs, I was made aware today by former Philadelphia Eagles head coach on the Barstool podcast, pardon my take, the Philly special, that famous play that basically won them the Super Bowl back in 2018 on fourth down. They intended to use that play against the Vikings in the NFC Championship game, but never ended up using it because, of course, that game was a blowout. So they saved it for another week. Here's the 5A top 10, St. Thomas Academy, as we discussed earlier. The cream of the crop. Tonight they battle Hastings up there in Mendota Heights. Behind them, Spring Lake Park, Alexandria, Chanhassen, Elk River. Our folks here tonight at Mahtomedi, Cretan Durham Hall, Chaska, Monticello, and Waconia wrapping up the top 10. Here we go, fourth down. This could be the game for Tartan. Ooh. Rolling, end zone, it's incomplete! Two incompletions in a row, kills off this Tartan drive, and the Zephyrs take over on downs. Ooh, thought he had a man throwing across his body, just unable to get it done.
Zephyrs will take over the ball on their own 6-yard line.
And now Mahtomedi has a wonderful opportunity here to just run the clock away for the rest of this game, up by 19. And what do we have going on here? Like we may have had a timeout taken here as the defenders of Mahtomedi take a well-deserved rest break. That drive sparked by that huge run by Martin Kelly Brown.
Timeout.
Got them all the way down to the 4-yard line, just couldn't punch it in. Take a look at both of these teams' huddles right now. And at this point for Tartan, it would take a huge, huge momentum swing to get back in this one. I'm talking about what Doug Peterson said on Pardon My Take today. Vikings fans have been through a lot over the years, but if the Vikings were to lose an NFC Championship game because of a Philly special, that would have been a hard one to swallow. 1st and 10. 3 minutes, 41 seconds in the third quarter as Mahtomedi begins mission run the clock out. And Rubish gets out of bounds.
Rubish with the carry, and that's another Mahtomedi first down.
It's going to be a first down for the Zephyrs as they get further away from their own end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
He runs right into the bench area of Tartan. So grateful for everybody who's watching tonight on SCC platforms. I'm Carl Warner up in the broadcast booth here tonight. And that run is going to keep the clock moving. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Tackled by number 57, Couch.
It'll be 2nd and 8 for this Mahtomedi offense as they try to burn this clock away. Take us to the 4th quarter. There's the pitch to Rubish. And first down city for Mahtomedi. Great work tonight from this offensive line of Mahtomedi. You just can't have this type of a run game without great blocking, scheming from Big boys up front. Fresh set of downs for the Zephyrs from their own 37. 32, pardon me. And Graf, he's going to launch down the field. It's caught. Jack Schneider has taken the Zephyrs all the way down across the field. What a play. I can't believe Graf passed this ball, but he launched it and it was caught by Jack Schneider. All the way down to the 21. The playbook is always open, even when you're trying to burn down this clock. Mahtomedi now almost in the red zone. What a turn of events that was. And timeout was taken by Mahtomedi.
Mahtomedi timeout.
Another look at this big passing play here. Putting his foot in the ground, letting it fly. A little bit of a duck, but it didn't matter. Schneider came down with it. It has been an incredible game for this Mahtomedi offense after they fumbled on their first drive. Everything since then has been simply amazing. On 1st and 10, Mahtomedi is up 25-6.
That's just kind of like, that's just in your backyard.
First and 10 for Mahtomedi. Towards the back end of the third quarter, they give it to Rubish, who's almost in the end zone. First down for the Zephyrs. It's going to be 1st and goal.
That brings up a 1st and goal at the 8-yard line for the Zephyrs.
This community came out to support their Zephyrs tonight, and their football team has shown up for them. First and 10. Rubish again, his 3rd of the night. A hat trick of touchdowns for the senior running back. That's 11 on the season for number 11.
Mahtomedi now leads 31-6.
An incredible season continues for Jacob Rubish. Harlow Berger on to attempt this extra point. Snap, spot, hold, kick, and it's green. Green, gold, perfect, whatever you want to call it, it's good. 32-6. And here's what sparked that touchdown. Graf able to avoid being tackled and then unleashing the ball down the field to be caught by Schneider. What a great capture there from our SCC video crew. And in a moment here, we'll discuss a major correction. This one's booted well down, a laser of a kickoff. And finally brought down. I do want to clarify there that number 1 is Jackson Mitchell for Mahtomedi. The roster that I'm using is from Minnesota Football Hub, and it was updated pretty recently, but it is not perfect. And number 1 was labeled Jack Schneider, but the official roster that I've just been given is Jackson Mitchell, had that incredible downfield catch. Want to give credit where credit is due. It is one of the side effects of not publishing your statistics, however. 1 minute, 52 seconds remaining. Flag on the play, thrown over the middle, and brought down at the 47.
Caught by Gordon, but a flag on the play prior to the pass.
It's back.
And this
illegal
one
shift
is going to be an illegal shift.
On the offense, still first down.
My apologies, that's broadcasting 101 right there. You don't speak while the official is speaking. Nonetheless, we have an illegal shift, and that's going to back up the Titans.
That brings up the 1st and 15 on the 29-yard line.
So Tartan came up empty on their first drive of the second half. Looking to do a little bit better on this one. And Ooh is just swarmed. Play was made there by Jacob Sokol.
Sokol with the stop.
That is not the first time tonight that Ooh has been sacked. Clock continues to run as the third quarter nearly comes to an end here. 2nd and 19. Unleashing down the field, nearly picked as that one was thrown into the sideline.
Intended for Gordon,
but
incomplete.
Torgrud was able to get his mitts on it.
Defended by
He had two Zephyrs covering him, including Owen Egan. This is a nice uniform matchup tonight. Loving the all-white going against these crisp, dark blue uniforms. The blitz is on the way. Able to get the screen pass off. Let's see how far Brown can take it. Able to pick up a lot of the yardage, but it's going to be 4th and 7, maybe 4th and 6. And for anybody who is wondering, the official blue that Tartan considers their color is Air Force blue.
5 yards to go for Tartan.
I myself will be waking up early for Air Force National Guard drill this weekend. Excited for that. There's a flag on the play. And the punt gets away. And now Tartan able to finally down it at the Mahtomedi 41. With 3 seconds remaining in the third quarter, the Zephyrs will take over as their quest to run out the clock continues. Or that's at least what we thought on the last drive, and then they unloaded a 40-yard bomb down the field. It was caught by Jackson Mitchell. And Mahtomedi has a new quarterback in there. That is Trevor Rogoshevsky. How about that? That'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. Looks like we're going to have a second stringer in for the remainder of this game. It looks like Mark Graf's night is done. That's the end of the third quarter here at Mahtomedi. 32-6 Zephyrs.
When we have the food we need, we are at our best. We push further. We rise higher. We unlock our full potential. When we are at our best, we have more to offer the world around us. When we have the food we need, we make our communities stronger. Together, we can help everyone get the food they need to thrive. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter. Rogoshevsky is going to quarterback keep this one. He's looking like McCarthy out there wearing that dark blue number 9 in the yellow print. The backup quarterback is now in for Mahtomedi. Gotta imagine that Mahtomedi principal Justin Hahn is loving this performance. Trevor Rogoshevsky hands this one away. This one is gonna go to Mo. A lot of the backup skill players out there for Mahtomedi. Zephyrs have 2 timeouts remaining. Tartan has 1, for whatever it's worth at this point. Rogoshevsky, and it looks like offsides is going to get called.
On the offense.
No,
Still
we got a
second
false
down.
start.
False start on the Zephyrs. That brings up 2nd and 12.
It'll be 2nd and 12 when we return to action here. And it looks like Mahtomedi is closing in on picking up their 6th victory of the year before they head off to St. Paul next weekend to play Cretin-Durham Hall at the University of St. Thomas Field. O'Shaughnessy Stadium awaits these Zephyrs next week as Isaac Opitz was harshly taken down there.
Opitz with the carry. 1 yard gain brings up 3rd and 11 on the 49.
Rogoshevsky, this one's going to get blown up before it even starts.
Ball start, 72, 3rd down.
False start, Mahtomedi.
Not so great for Mahtomedi, but I'll tell you what is great is that audio work from our crew here at SCC. I saw them miking up our official
Brings up 3rd
Jeff
down
Strack
and
before we
16.
started tonight. And I must say, this is a really, really exceptional production for high school football here in Minnesota, being done by SCC. And another false start here by this. Another false start. We're going to have another penalty here, pre-snap on this secondary offensive unit,
Brings up 3rd
the
and
Zephyrs.
21.
Nice little breeze is coming in westwardly here into the press box. Let's see if Rogoshevsky's able to get the snap off. He is, but now he's going to fumble it backwards. Tried to pitch it away, and he pitched it right into the sideline. Wasn't able to connect there with Mo.
That brings up 4th and 28 for the Zephyrs. Their own 34.
It'll be 4th and 28, and the offense is out there. Do you believe in miracles? Let's see if Rogoshevsky can pull one off. No, they're lining up to punt, pardon me.
Legal substitution on the light. Still 4th down.
I think a fake punt right now would be not a wise
Too many
move
men on the
morally.
field for Tartan. Brings up 4th and 23 for the Zephyrs.
And so that's going to move it to 4th and 23, and we will get a punt. A rare punt here from Gavin Bifolk. And it's a short one, and this one is headed for the stands. Watch out. And that one is going to land in the stands. The front row is going to take that one. And nobody was hurt in the process, I promise, for anybody watching at home. Nice work done from our patrons here on the west bleachers to get that ball back into play.
The Titans will take over at
So
the
now
50-yard line.
the Tartan offense will take over with 9 minutes, 43 seconds to play in the game. Down by 26, they'll start this drive right at midfield. Isaac Ooh in this starting offense still out there. Hand off to Brown. He is stuffed, going nowhere.
Brown with the carry. Bankston and Regan with the tackle.
Coming up to the line. 9 minutes to play here at Mahtomedi before we wrap things up. Ooh has second down, looking to pass. And he's sacked. Brought down by Nolan Hockman.
Nolan Hockman with the sack.
Senior defensive lineman making the play here in the fourth quarter. Watch number 55. Just moving, getting his man, and bringing them down. I know it has not been a
Brings up 3rd and 12 for the Titans.
great night tonight for Tartan. Maybe they can have a drive to remember here. Ooh, running for his life, buys himself a little time. He's gonna run out of bounds. This will bring up 4th.
Ooh, with the carry. Brings up
You see here, Ooh on this replay. Getting away from that first tackle, he would have been brought down by Thomas Bankston. And able to pick up a few yards, make this, oh, they're gonna punt.
Smith to punt. Torger back to receive.
Damian Smith is back to punt. See if Tartan maybe pulls out something fancy here. Nope, it will be a boot. And this is a good punt. Downed at the 24. Nice work there by Damian Smith, who, if there's any Tartan player who has something to write home about tonight, it is definitely Damian Smith, nailing that 41-yard field goal earlier. Some good punting.
And with 7:58 to go in this game.
And we've got 78 minutes, or 77 minutes, 58 seconds to go. Trevor Rogoshevsky still in the game at quarterback for this secondary unit of Mahtomedi on offense. Rogoshevsky, simple handoff, moving the ball down the field, getting the first down. Nice work by the Zephyrs. Isaac Opitz
with the carry.
had that carry and just willing his way to the first.
First down.
Rogoshevsky keeps it. Staying in bounds, or did he? No, they're saying he got out. This Tartan defense has been just battle tested all night. Unfortunately, they haven't been winning many of those battles. Rogoshevsky. There's the handoff, that one to Mo.
Mutrapal with the carry. Sanchez Ortiz with the tackle.
7 minutes to go in this game. Gotta imagine that a first down here could bring the Mahtomedi offense all the way down to the 3-minute range. Rogoshevsky, here's the pitch. This one to Mo. And a towering run is gonna give the Zephyrs the first down.
Mutrapal with the carry, and that's another Mahtomedi. First down.
And Dave Metzel just loving what he's seeing right now from his Zephyrs. Ball placed at the 46-yard line of the Zephyrs. A fresh set of downs awaits Trevor Rogoshevsky. First down handoff, and another first down is upcoming. Isaac Opitz, great run. Mahtomedi came out of the gate slow in the first quarter, but ever since they have been an unstoppable force. I guess I have to think about that. I mean, they didn't come out slow. I mean, they had that fumble after they crossed the 50-yard line on their first drive. They were moving the ball. They've been moving the ball really well all evening. 6 minutes to go in the game. Rogoshevsky keeps, and he is going to find some open space. He's down to the 15 at the 10. Holy smokes, what a run from Rogoshevsky.
Rogoshevsky with the carry, and that's another Mahtomedi first down. That brings up a Zephyr first and goal at the 10-yard line.
Now pitch out to the right. This is going to be a touchdown for the second string offense of Mahtomedi. But we do have a flag on the play. This might be coming back. Looks like we may have a hold here. And the frustration continues on the Tartan sideline. Tartan at one point had the lead in this game when it was 3-0. But it has been a 38-3 run from Mahtomedi ever since.
Penalty on the Zephyrs brings up a second. First and 15.
Rogoshevsky, first and goal. They're going to run the exact same play. Spinning and harshly taken down by Clarence Blanchard. But the clock continues to run. We're at 5:30 to go.
Second and goal at the 7-yard line.
There's a replay of this, basically a do-over from the play that just got the holding call. Spun right into that big hit. First and goal from the 7. No, it's second down, pardon me. And just a wide open center of the defense gives Muchapau a touchdown after his first run was called back. That is the 6th touchdown of the game for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs, the first for this second string special team, special offense. I mean, what was going on in the middle there? Out to kick the extra point, Harlow Berger. Trying to make it the 3rd of the night. Almost blocked, but it's up and good. That'll be 39-6. Now, crucially, the blowout rule here in the Minnesota State High School League is 35 points is the running clock. And because it is only a 33-point lead, we will not have that, at least for now.
Byfolk out to kick.
Gavin Byfolk out to kick things off. As this western breeze continues. Short kick. It's taken down by Link Amburn.
Amburn with the catch. Recovery.
And now we will take a look here at what exactly Tartan decides to do on offense. I don't see any green cleats out there. It looks like we may have the backup quarterback in. Who is playing quarterback for Tartan right now? I believe, who is it out here? I see number 19, that's Kobe Hernandez. Kobe Hernandez in at quarterback now for Tartan. As a flag is down on the field. The sophomore Hernandez, 6'2".
Holding, 67 white, still first down.
Penalty on the play, holding against
Officially,
Tartan.
we'll see some time here from the second string unit of Tartan. Nathan Nelson had that run for the penalty. As our clock continues to run. Hernandez gets the pass away. It's Latrell Jackson.
Zephyrs with the tackle. Latrell Jackson with that catch.
As time dwindles away here in the fourth quarter, we start to turn our attention to next week. Talking about the Tartan Titans, they will be back at home next week. And unfortunately, it looks like that's a lot of where their fans have gone tonight, is back home. Next week, they will be home against St. Louis Park before they wrap up the season on the road against Burnsville. Kobe Hernandez getting some coaching from the side before this next play is called. 3rd and 21 upcoming.
Brings up 3rd and 21 for the Titans.
Hernandez going down the field, and it's caught. Nice catch there by Travion Bettis, the freshman wide receiver.
Bettis with the reception.
Good protection, good throw, even better catch from Bettis, climbing the ladder, coming back down and holding on to that football. Gotta imagine that Bettis will be a big part of this Tartan Titans football team for the years to come. Across the 50-yard line, Hernandez on first down, firing down the field, and that one is gonna hit the running track.
Pass incomplete.
He wanted Travion Bettis
Colin
again
Taylor
there
on
on that
for the Zephyrs.
on that play. Couldn't get him twice in a row. Breaking the huddle. Second string offense for the Tartan Titans. Down 33 points on 2nd and 10. Handoff to the big man. Latrell Jackson, the 230-pounder.
Hargrove on the tackle.
On that run. Reminiscent of that Alabama screen pass that they threw to an offensive lineman this last Saturday against Georgia. How crazy was that? Alabama Crimson Tide hosting Vanderbilt this Saturday. Remember, Vanderbilt pulled the upset of the season last year, beating the Tide. This year, though, the game will be in Tuscaloosa. Under a minute 40 to play as Hernandez has 4th and 1.
Jackson with the carry.
Tartan still has 1 timeout if they're looking to use it. Fourth and 1 for Hernandez and the second string Tartans. Pass out to the right, it's wide open. Nice grab there from Jackson. And run after the catch as well. Jackson showing off his receiving skills as well. Great play there from Hernandez and Jackson. In the Mahtomedi student section, attempting to serenade the Tartan Titans. 1st and 10 with a minute to go. This one is a pitch to Nathan Nelson, who's still in bounds. And are we going to get holding here?
Holding. Still first down.
Yes, we will. So that nice run is going to be negated. And it looks like the holding call is going to be on Travion Bettis, freshman wide receiver who had that really nice grab earlier on this drive.
Against the Titans. Brings up 1st and 20 at the Zephyrs.
This will be
39.
1st and 20 for Mahtomedi. Two receivers right, none left. Hernandez rolling out to the right, launching downfield, and caught. Travion Bettis putting on a 4th quarter show.
Bettis with the reception.
Holy smokes. Bettis has been just spectacular here in the 4th quarter. 50 seconds remaining, and I wonder if we can get a Hernandez to Bettis touchdown grab right now. Tartan still looking for their first touchdown of the evening. No, this one's a handoff to Jackson.
Alex Seapress with the tackle.
And I'm not trying to spoil anything, but I'm sitting right here next to the, I don't have the power of spoiling anything here, but it sounds like our offensive coordinators or our Tartan coaching crew, they're calling to run this again. And they will. There goes Jackson. Oh, I thought he was going to break free. 15 seconds in the game. Will they call timeout? No, the clock's going to continue to run. And
on the tackle.
Are they going to try to get one more play off here? 5 seconds in the game. Got to go quickly. They get the snap off. Will we see a touchdown? No. Final score tonight, 39-6. The Mahtomedi Zephyrs take care of the Tartan Titans. Mahtomedi taking care of business tonight as Isaac Ooh, first Titan in the handshake line. We have full game highlights here. Just an incredible game from Jacob Rubish. He finished with 3 touchdowns. He's got 11 on the season now. 11 touchdowns for number 11. And some really great plays were made on offense from Isaac Ooh. Mark Graff Quarterback sneaked in for a touchdown. And as much as he tried, this was a great downfield pass that was caught, but some dropped balls were a big problem tonight for Tartan, but this one was not dropped. This may be the play of the game. Jackson Mitchell coming up with this catch for the Zephyrs. And another touchdown run here for Rubish that basically sealed the game. That was the 11th touchdown on the season for the senior running back. And that big sack wrapped up. By Nolan Hockben, and the second string offense for Tartan able to score a touchdown as well. A great win tonight for this Mahtomedi Zephyr team and head coach Dave Metzel as they prepare for their battle next week at St. Thomas against Cretan Durham Hall. Tonight's final score on SCC TV, Mahtomedi 39, Tartan 6. I'm Carl Warner. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Good night from Mahtomedi.